Howdy folks, I hope you're doing well. Another AtGames update, another fuck up, and we got the calendar today. Let's jump behind the desk and talk about it. Nope. Ugh. Man, I really need to come up with one of those animated transitions. If any of you bigger fish out there have any suggestions, let me know. Anyway, anybody who's been here from the beginning knows that this screen can be a blessing or a curse. Well, at least that's what you're going to want to do when they bork your machine with the update. Anybody who's been through the OTG debacle knows what I'm talking about. Full disclosure, I haven't run this yet. It didn't take long before various Discord groups started blowing up noting that there were problems with the update. So I hopped over to the official 4K fan group to see if anything was reported. Wow, this guy's really drinking the Kool-Aid. We'll have to come back to that. Scrolling through, we see the post from AtGames noting the issue. Let's take a look at it real quick before we continue scrolling. First things first, I noticed the comments are turned off on this one. I guess they really don't want us to share our love and support on this particular topic. Whew, they really screwed the pooch here. Locking people out of their machines that are on the payment plan despite whether or not the payments have gone through? Holy shit. I bet you guys are regretting that choice. SSF kit volume issues yet again. No sound on the Gottlieb tables. Come on. Solenoid menus and controls not appearing? Jesus, do you guys not test any of your software before you release it? Not that I should, but I'm going to give these guys the benefit of the doubt here and say that we should probably have a fix in 3 to 4 weeks. At least, I think that's how long it took for us to get the OTG repair the last time they fucked things up. However, that was before they decided to dump a majority of their staff and terminate contracts. Jumping back into the official 4K fan group here, as you can see, there's zero discussion about it anywhere. I guess the borders are refused to let anybody post anything about it. Shocking. Jumping over to the officially unofficial 4K group, we can see it's a popular topic of discussion. Guys, if you really want to have an open and honest discussion, head over to the unofficial group. At least your voice will be heard, and unless you're a complete jackass, you're not going to get banned. As we continue to scroll here, we can see a lot of people are miffed, and rightly so. Again, I ask, AtGames, do you guys not suss out your software and test it before you release it to the masses and break people's shit? You guys gotta do better, man. Haven't you learned your lesson already? Wait, I forgot who I'm asking. You guys are notorious for shooting yourselves in the foot. Speaking of shooting yourselves in the foot, let's check out the calendar. August is fixing to be a busy month. Wow, look at all these sales. Jesus. Haven't you guys learned your lesson on that one? We'll check those out in a few moments. It looks like we're finally getting the Honor and Legacy pack followed by Firefighter Wildlands. That one I'm looking forward to because, well, you know. And if you don't, stick around, you'll find out. On the 14th, we're getting the Williams Pinball Pack Volume 9. Looks like we're getting Supersonic Deluxe as well. On the 20th, it looks like we're getting something from Zen Studios, and then Magic Castle Deluxe after that. Man, they're really going for the money grab after missing the whole month of July. I just hope they can stick with it and not blow things up like they did last month. I hope you guys saved your pennies. It's going to be an expensive month if you plan on picking everything up. So let's take a look at these sales. Looks like they're pushing the Addams Family again, followed by Jurassic Park, and more Addams Family. I wonder what the exclusive coupons are. If you think you guys know, hit me up in the comments. So let's jump back into what I referred to as the Kool-Aid post. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but that was my immediate thought when I skimmed the post. Again, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect Brandon here at all. Reading it in further detail, though, I kind of see Brandon's point. We do lump a lot of shit on AtGames, but in a lot of ways, I feel it's warranted. While I agree with him that AtGames is the only game in town, so to speak, when it comes to a machine like this, that's also part of the problem. Lack of competition breeds complacency. If there's nobody else challenging you and you're the only game in town, there's no incentive to do better. Now, when it comes to pack pricing, I'd like to point out how many times they've increased the prices on these game packs. I mean, it seems like every 3 to 6 months they're jacking up the prices here, dude. I'm definitely with the community on this one. Brandon's right when it comes to the amount of tables that are available. We're certainly not lacking in the availability department. While it's true we want new stuff, we're approaching 230 tables at this point. That's a lot of tables, so he's not wrong here. Now, when it comes to us angry folk, I don't necessarily really think that any of us wants AtGames to fail, especially since we don't know what's going to happen if they go belly up. We've all invested a lot of money in these pinball packs, and at the end of the day, they're just licensing fees. We don't own anything. But with regard to going belly up, I have to admit, in some ways, they deserve it. AtGames has a terrible track record. There are the delays. And the fact is, their support isn't very good. And you know what people do when they get frustrated? They vent. Furthermore, a majority of the people complain more than they praise. That's just a fact of life. As we roll through the comments, that seems to be the consensus here. We love the product, but we hate how we're being treated. Blown deadlines, faulty updates, poor customer service. That's what's brought a lot of anger and frustration from the target audience. Now, I will say this, the fact that this post is still up and still here in the official group at all is pretty astounding. This is one of those posts that I give kudos to the admins for leaving up and letting progress. At the end of the day, you've got to take the positive and the negative feedback. That's the only way you grow. Well, that's it for this one, folks. But before we go, I want to thank all my subscribers. Today, I hit 500. I didn't even realize it until RTX pointed it out earlier today. But I don't want to hold you guys up, so let's send you out. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Let me know why. Subscribe and give me another shot. If there's anything you'd like to see me cover, please let me know. If there's anything you'd like me to change or think I could do better, again, please let me know. If you hung out to the end, thank you for sticking around. I just want to say I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And as always, stay safe, be well, and take care.